your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Spit your game, talk your shit, grab your gap. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Spit Your Game podcast. Today right here, I got a Mississippi Valley alum, former Valley basketball player, and an upcoming hip hop artist, and Philly native. Not Philadelphia, Mississippi, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Very own Thad, Big Chaser.
Fauntleroy, yes sir.
Please tell me your last name.
Fauntleroy, man. I know it's kind of hard to pronounce. It's like a mixture like French and some other stuff in there. But yeah, Fauntleroy, man.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
What's good, homie, man? What's good with you?
Man, you know, chilling, cooling. Business, man. Business as usual, man. It's always business. It's all I be on.
That's good.
That's good with you. How you doing, man?
Man, can't complain. I appreciate you, man, for coming on, man.
Absolutely. Without question.
Man, so first off, man, tell me what happened to the Eagles, man. You got to tell me, man. What happened with the Eagles, man?
We played a great game. Quarterback did amazing. I mean, you know, the quarterback did good when at any moment he could be considered the MVP of the game. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
He did what he had to do. We kind of lacked on defense at real crucial moments. And, you know, Pat Mahomes did what Pat Mahomes do. Put us in the coffin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a great game, though.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I mean? Ain't like we got slaughtered. Some people thought we would go and get slaughtered for some reason. Like we weren't, you know, the best team in the league all year. But
Right.
We did what we needed to do. And, you know, it's a learning process. And got rid of some players that, you know, got rid of some players, brought some different players in, brought a bunch of guys back. So we should be good moving forward. I like where we're going.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely on the way up, man. Definitely on the way up. Okay, so, you know, we always had a little battle and stuff, man, in my podcast. Well, not my podcast, my sports page, my Spit Your Game sports page. So, the 76ers. Mm-hmm. So, you know, y'all been doing good this year. Joel Embiid is I'll say he's
potentially the MVP.
Potential the front runner of MVP this year. So what y'all think y'all gonna do, man? Playoffs coming up soon.
I think now that we have an actual healthy Harden, we have like the headaches out of the locker room. The tall light skinned kid from Australia.
Okay.
I feel like now that we got the headaches and the foolishness out, I think that it's more like lock-in time. I think Harden is actually healthy now, which that changes the dynamic of everything because now you can't just double and triple team Embiid. Gotta watch Harden.
True.
And then you can't leave Maxey alone. And of course, Tobias is going to do what he does, which I pray he shows up. But you know, I think like Embiid is super locked in. He's super focused, just as he was last year. But I think last year we had some other stuff going on that we kind of corrected. So, and I see us moving, you know, at least to the Eastern Conference Finals. At least I think that would be, you know, worst case scenario.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But I like us coming out of the East, man. I think we have a really, really good chance of coming out the East, especially now.
Yeah.
With the way that, you know, one injury.
Yeah.
Embiid get injured, we can just pack it up.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Embiid get hurt, it's a wrap. I don't care who we got.
But if you think about it, it's almost like every team in the NBA because if Giannis gets hurt, look at the Bucks.
It's over with.
If Embiid gets hurt, look at the 76ers.
It's over with.
Curry.
There's only one team that can focus without their star. The Grizzlies.
Yeah.
They're the only team that do good when they superstar not playing.
Yep, that's true. So, man, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the west side.
What's it like in Philly, man? Look, I've never been. I think we had this conversation when I came to your store. I said I wanted to go to Philly just to have a cheesesteak. So, but what else is it, man? What's it like in Philly?
Philly is, you know, all ghettos across the world are the same, man. I've been to ghettos in Paris, London, Switzerland. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been to Chicago. I've been to LA. I've been to Compton. I've been to Watts. I've been to, you know what I'm saying, hoods in Miami, Houston, Dallas, Memphis, Mississippi.
Right.
I've been to hoods all over the place, and they're typically and ideally the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just got different ways different things are run. You know, it's not really gang mentality or gang culture where I'm from. Well, at least not my age group. You know what I'm saying? And older.
Right.
It's like That's like some new stuff. I'm not saying there's no gangs because there's definitely gangs.
Yeah.
But my age group, we didn't really have gangs.
Yeah.
Like we represented blocks. Like I'm from 58th Street. I got homies from 56th Street.
Right.
I got homies from 6th Street. I got homies from, you know what I'm saying? So it's typically the same, man. It's just some places are worse than others. Yeah. I think right now it's like the murder capital of the country or something. It's not. It's between Philly and Chicago and Gary, Indiana. Yeah. It's like different spots.
Yeah, Indiana slick be
different spots. But the way they do it is per capita, like per square mile. So, or per square mile, it's like Philly is so much bigger than Gary. Yeah. But if Gary has 200 murders, it's crazy. Okay. If Philly get 200 murders, damn, we had a good year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's sort of like Greenwood. If Greenwood get 20 murders, it's like, yo, man, this is crazy. Yo, 20 people got killed.
They killing everywhere.
If 20 people get killed in Philly, it's like,
oh man,
it must be about to snow in hell.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's a huge difference. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference with Chicago. New York is always high, but it's so many people. Right. You know what I'm saying? The percentage, person to person ratio is kind of, it's kind of crazy. But Philly is, that's home, man. That's my home plate, man, at all times, man. Like I always revert everything to it because, how I was raised and how most people were raised it's two totally different things. And there's no knock to how anybody else was raised. It's just how I was raised, man. And I was raised by wolves. I always tell people that, like I call myself the heart of the trenches because like I really come from the hood. And I always mention and I always, quote the Jay-Z line, like we from the hood, man, like the hood. Not this rap hood that people portraying on the internet and they go outside. No, we was from getting raised by drug dealers and killers and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, it's nothing to parade about or nothing like that, but it's just my harsh reality. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it made me into a better person.
The person you are today.
Yeah, how I am, how I carry myself, how I move. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't slack up. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because one slip up where I'm from, you be toast. Yeah. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So Philly is, it's typical hood. Okay. Different parts of the city. Though. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm from West Philly though, so I can only speak for my hood.
Right. Okay. So you were born and raised in Philly, right?
Born and raised. Okay. I didn't move from Philly until I was like 21 or something like that. 21.
Okay. Any brothers and sisters?
Unlimited, man. I got a huge family, man. I think my pop had like 25 kids or something. You know what I'm saying? My biological mom had 10. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got siblings all over the place.
Look, 2 minutes in the name.
Yeah, I got siblings all over the place, man. Okay. Like everywhere. And it's crazy because I'm second to the youngest that I know of. You know what I'm saying? I got one little brother that we know of. Yeah. And he's not even little. Like we damn near the same age. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I got a brother that's right above me. We damn near the same age. Right. So they was getting it in. Let's just say that.
Right. Okay. So any kids?
Yeah, I have 4 kids, man. 1 son, 3 girls. Love them dearly, man. I just had to tell that little one to go in the back in her room because she'll be in this drink knocking the cameras down. Daddy, can I? You know what I'm saying? Right. She's a bundle of joy, man. Ball of energy. She keep me going.
That keep you, I have to say, they keep you.
Keep me going, keep me young, man. She want to run around. She want to go outside. She loves basketball, too. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She loves basketball. Okay. Be too. She'll sit there and watch a game with me and, what's that, Daddy? What's that, Daddy? Yeah. What's that? You know what I'm saying? So she's like a daddy's girl. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And my son, he's with his mom, but he's a mama's boy, which is ideal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then I have 2 older daughters. They in their own world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They getting older and they
11, one of them about to be 12. Like they in their own space, man. They don't even come out their rooms whenever they're around. They come down to eat. All right. I got some food. Yeah. That's it.
And they back to the room.
And they back to their room. Or they back on their phones, their iPads. into
hey, look, technology
like that.
is almost is a lifesaver because you don't have to deal with them. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they just
it's
go
like kind of like they go. They safe. You know where they are. You know what you just gotta monitor what they surfing on the internet. But I have really good kids, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Like I always tell people that, man. I got real good kids. Like I just got a report card today for my oldest daughter. Honor roll, straight A's. Like she ain't had a B all year. Okay. She ain't had a B probably in like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. You know what I'm saying? The daughter that's under her, she's only had A's and B's the last like 3-4 years. Right. My son has only had straight A's since he's been in school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he's only had straight A's. That's so good. I hope it trickles down to that little one. I'm praying, but she's very intelligent, man. Yeah, very intelligent, very bright. Like so. That's good. Yeah, man. My kids, man.
Great family, man. Great family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So when did you gravitate to like music and sports, man? Like did you have a love for music first and then it was like sports second, or did they kind of equal out with each other? Like what did you gravitate to? When did you gravitate to music and sports? But music first. Let's go with music.
Well, I have an older brother. Biologically is my cousin. I was adopted, man. There was a lot of stuff that was on. But I have an older brother, man, Pig. He was actually like this close from being signed. The day he was about to get signed, he was in a group called the Odd Couple. The day he was about to get signed, more than likely going to get offered a contract. They were actually they was performing at a college. This back in the 90s, 95, 94, something like 96, something like that. So I'm telling my age too. But they were, performing at a school, you know what I'm saying? And his partner had a heart attack on the stage. Wow. In front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he lost his love for it because, he taught me everything. But finding rap books and 4 or 5 years old, my brother was like my hero. You know what I mean? So finding his rap books and knowing how to read, and I don't know exactly the style he's saying it in, the cadence, but like I picked up on that. But it always been sports. Gotcha. Because he was heavy sport guy, like into all of the sports, he was into basketball real heavy. He played back in the day, but he always wanted me to be better than what he was. Okay. So, I learned how to play basketball back in the day on a wire hanger with the trash bag taped to it, put it on the door, ball up some socks, and just working on just the fact that you got a court. That was my court. Right. It probably was this big, and the backboard was the wall that the door panel. The door, So that's how I learned how to play basketball. I think we all had that imaginary goal growing up. It wasn't a lot of Fisher-Price courts back in the day. Nah, you know what I mean? If you had one of them, like it was like, yo, you might be rich.
Look, and then everybody was coming over because
you had that court. Yeah. Like it was one guy up the street from my mom's house, man. He had a basketball court out front of his house. Like it was the yellow, yellow red rim. Breakaway, man, kids from all over the neighborhood would come, and we had because I'm from a block called Norfolk Street, so we would always call it the NBA, the Norfolk Basketball Association. Okay. So we had draw the lines. Before the NBA, yeah, we would draw the lines on the drink, the key, the 3-point line was the other side wall. It was crazy, man. But man, basketball and sports and music was always hand in hand for me, because I came from a music background. My mom was biologically my aunt. Like I said, that's another story. Gotcha. But my mom, she was a singer. Like she had a chance. Like her and Patti LaBelle got cool. She had a chance to like go on the road to be a background singer for Patti. Oh, really? But she was Patti LaBelle from my neighborhood. Okay. Yeah, Patti LaBelle from my neighborhood. Yeah. Wow, so. Okay. Man. Yeah, Patti LaBelle, Wilt Chamberlain. Man, the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, obviously. Yeah. But she was doing that, and my brother, he picked up on music, and I guess it just trickled down. Trickled on down. Yeah. So it goes hand in hand, man. Okay. I love them both the same. I always felt creative. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like. Is that the point guard in you? You took the first one out. It was just like that's where the guard come from. Like, just being able to play and exude all of my, emotions and feelings into basketball. So, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Then when I put the basketball down. I picked the music back
Pick
up.
music up. Okay. Did you play multiple sports or was it just always basketball?
I played basketball, football, baseball, tennis. There she go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you good. Okay. So did you play multiple sports or was it just always basketball?
Now I played basketball, football, baseball, tennis. We tried to get into like hockey, but we in the hood.
Right.
Nobody. It was ice skating for like certain little seasons. They'll put the ice down.
Yeah.
That was no go. We ran track, cross country. We done did boxing,
Okay.
karate. Like a couple of my homies are like black belts.
Oh, really?
I got Golden Glove homies. One of my homies is a upcoming boxer. Like really one of them guys.
Real deal, yeah.
Yeah, Baby Dame. Like that's my guy. We went to high school together.
Okay.
But one of my closest friends, like a brother to me, Reggie do that on all social media. But he just became a black belt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
and he was doing that. Like we get into fights when we was younger, Reg kicking people. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Like it was
Like he gonna be something with the legs.
I don't know exactly what he gonna do with them joints, but he could have been did this years ago.
Right.
But he went to college and ventured over here and got his own kids, and I guess he just started doing things just
Right.
for the, just to get it taken care of. But
Right.
yeah, man, I actually loved baseball.
Right. Okay.
Like I loved baseball, man. It was just like I said, come from a place where that wasn't like it really wasn't. Can I say?
It wasn't popular.
Exposed to us like that. Like it was like we had to join at our recreation center, Sherwood Recreation Center, which is Christie Rec.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like it was one guy. He was trying to help us. Shout out to Cam.
Mm-hmm.
He was helping us. We played citywide. We played, you know what I'm saying. But after that, it was like wasn't nobody teaching us how to play baseball.
Right.
Everybody was in the gym.
Yeah.
Or you was on the football field.
Right.
It just so happened that the baseball field was the football field.
Right.
So they kicking us off the joint because football trumps.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it was crazy, man.
But you know, I've known athletes where baseball was always first.
yeah,
And it's
baseball,
just that,
man.
They gravitated
To
to
what was there.
yep. And so it was like
Yeah, I love baseball, man. I loved it as a kid. Let me say that. But once I got a little older, man, like I played football in there. I played quarterback.
Okay.
Went to like a championship game for a season with the pads and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But I was supposed to go to high school. I was going to play football. I was going to be try to do a tri-sport thing.
Gotcha.
Basketball, football, baseball. Man, I took a snap one time in practice and them big linemen stood up. Like your height, I couldn't see nothing.
Nick Kyler Murray back there.
I couldn't see nothing. And at this time, rolling out wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to be this pocket presence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even see nobody. I'm going to the gym.
Right.
And it was over after that.
Right.
I never picked the football bag up. I never picked the football up again.
So basketball was my favorite.
Yeah, it was like, let me go to play what I
Yeah.
really want to go play anyway. And I was one of the only people on my high school team, Bartram.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant dad, Joe
Okay.
Bryant. He played for
Jelly
my school.
Bean.
Jelly Bean, yep. He played for my high school before we separated. A bunch of branches.
Okay.
And then we all would go to this one school to practice.
Right.
And then they was like, you know what? We're going to separate all of them. This going to have its own thing. You going to go over here. They going to go. And that's what it was. So I went to human services. And then we had our own team.
Okay.
But as a ninth grader, I made the varsity team. I never played. But I made the varsity team, played JV. And then in my 10th grade year, we had our own school. So did my thing and the rest was history.
Rest of history. Okay. Was it anybody that you looked up to, while sports wise, even if it was talking about baseball, basketball, like was it somebody in the hood or somebody, professional or even a family member? Like was it somebody that you looked up to growing up, sports wise or even music wise?
Like I said, my brother, man, he was my hero coming up, man. Like he really couldn't do no wrong for real in my eyes in terms of nothing. Like he was so knowledgeable, still is knowledgeable, man. Like just a good dude. Just was in, had street life going on and stuff like that. But there's a couple people, man. My cousin Wade, we call him Meatball. But my cousin Wade, he was could have been an All-American if we know what we know now. Then, like he could have went Division I football, but he played Division II. But he was such a worker, man. Like that's where I got my work ethic from.
Okay.
Like I was a gym rat because of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he worked every single day. Like right now, if I go on Facebook, I guarantee he's running 10 miles or something.
Okay.
And
natural athlete.
just it's not even natural because we don't come from an athletic background.
Yeah. Okay.
He was an athlete.
Okay.
I'm the athlete.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
There's not too many other athletes from my family like that.
Okay.
Like everybody else is like working people, go to.
Gotcha.
It wasn't really no aspirations to be no athlete, but he played arena and you know what I mean. He did a lot of stuff, man. But his work ethic was insane.
Gotcha.
Insane. Like he taught me how to stretch. He taught me, yo, man, you're gonna have to be a little more in shape than the rest of the guys because you're a little on the smaller side.
Gotcha.
So and then there was a guy. You know, we all looked up to Iverson.
Yeah.
Obviously, that kind of speaks for itself.
Yes, sir.
But then there was another guy from my neighborhood, man. He was like, to us, he was the NBA.
Right.
Bobby Leach.
Okay.
He played with AC Law at Texas A&M.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you just look him up, you'll see like Bob was cold, man. Bob was, and he from my neighborhood, still my guy to this day, man. I call him right now. But Bob, man. Every time I talk about Bob, man, I just be thinking like, man, dude was so good. He's still good.
Right.
He gotta be about 40. If he ain't 40, he like late 30s. Bob was so good, man. You just watch him. Like, you remember how Iverson was talking about Michael Jordan? He's like, man, he just glowed. Like, he just had this glow to him.
Had the aura to him, yeah.
Man, that's how I was watching Bob. I was like, yo, that's Bob. Me and my homies, we would walk down because he's from right there where the playground is at. We would walk down there and Bob would just be hooping. He'd be killing everybody. I'm like, yo, that's Bob. Yo, that's Bob, man. Bob crazy. And then one of my favorite childhood memories is he knew my name. Like he knew my name. I'm like, yo, Bob knows. So we walking back home. We hype. I'm like, yeah, Bob knows exactly who I am. Yo, Pig, man, you know Bobby Leach? That's my man.
Yeah.
The whole time he just said something to me one time.
Already. You claim him.
He said something to me once. I'm like, man, Bob was my guy, man. But yeah,
man, I mean a lot when you young, though.
When you young,
coming from somebody that you
heroes and the people that you look up to, they acknowledge you as the up and coming after them.
Right.
That's all I needed was the stamp.
That was it.
Yeah, that was the stamp that I needed. And
nobody can tell you nothing.
Couldn't tell me nothing. I'm in middle school, like I don't care about this. Bob know who I am.
Bob know who I am.
I knew Bob was going to the NBA.
Right.
We all did.
Right.
Everybody in my neighborhood just knew. Like, when you talk about basketball,
guaranteed.
oh yeah, Bob gone. And then you know certain things. This is my son FaceTime me right here. But you know certain things transpire. Life happens. I always tell people, man, life happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you know things take a turn and go this way or that way, but still all love for Bob, man.
Right.
And the rest of those guys that I named, of course, my brother and my cousin.
Right.
Bob, Bubba, Chuck. Everybody loved Chuck, man. Everybody had braids because of Iverson.
Right. Even little braids, folks. I think I seen someone NBA player saying the tattoos, like they started getting tats and stuff. Because
like I got a god brother, man, younger. He got to hold my own on his arm.
Yeah.
Cause Iverson got that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was born in 95, I think.
Yeah.
So you really didn't get the essence of Iverson like we did.
Right.
But you were born in 95, 96. So imagine the effect that it had on a guy that actually seen
him, yeah, exactly.
From Georgetown to, you know what I mean?
It's like the younger kids now when they be like Jordan, you be like, you ain't even seen Jordan play. But, you know, with the YouTubes and all this stuff now, I mean, shoot, you can be a fan just from videos. You can be a fan just because you seen a video and you went in a rabbit hole. Right, exactly. And you done went down in this, you been sunk into his highlights. And you're like, bro, I've never seen this highlight. Exactly. And you 80 minutes into it. Exactly. Yeah, Mike, of course everybody looked up to Mike. Oh, yeah, Mike, yeah. Mike had some stuff with him you just couldn't duplicate, though. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still some stuff he probably did that you still haven't seen to this day, modern era. So I mean, it's just he was one of a kind, man. One of a kind. Yeah, that's the GOAT. Oh, definitely. You got everybody else. Is it him? It's like everybody's racing for number 2. Yeah, basically. That's the race for number 2. Yeah, I'm a Bron guy. I love Kobe. I love Durant. I love Melo. But Jordan, Mike. Yeah. I love Iverson. Mike. Yeah, look, and it's not going to be. They say code was like the carbon copy, but it's only one original, as they say.
Yeah, it's one A and one B.
Yeah,
that's cool, but you B.
You B.
For sure B.
A is always going to come.
A is always going to come before B.
The alphabet don't start B, A, C.
Never. Yeah, he was cold, man.
Yes, sir. So, in middle school, did you play sports in middle school, or were you just?
Yeah, I did. I played for John P. Turner Middle School. You know, it was pretty cool school. It wasn't like nationally recognized or nothing like that.
Right.
But it was solid. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing. We went to like the city semis or something like that. Okay. We was cool. Okay. Yeah, we was cool in high school. I mean, in middle school.
Okay. So high school. What high school did you go to?
I went to Bartram. Okay. Then it changed. They broke apart. And then it changed to High School for Human Services, and then which is now known as Paul Robeson.
Okay.
For a while, I held my scoring record, 48 points, in a single game. I think I still hold the record for most points in a quarter.
Okay.
I had 20 points. 20. That was crazy.
Tell me, hey. So, with that high school, you know, like you said, it was breaking out and. But it was combined, and then they broke off into different schools. Was it any like famous entertainers, athletes to come from that the high school that you was in, that you attended, that you know of, rather?
You got me,
definitely,
and then you got Joe Bryant.
Okay.
Earl Monroe.
Oh yeah, Earl the Pearl.
Yeah, you got Earl Monroe. I really can't tell you off the top of my head any, famous entertainers. Will Smith went to Overbrook. Okay. Will Chamberlain went to Overbrook. Yeah, that's really Gene Banks. He went to West. Okay. These are people that's from my area. Gotcha. But yeah, like Kevin Hart and them, they were from North Philly. Gilly and Waller, they from North
Philly. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's way away from where I'm from.
Gotcha.
But yeah, my school specifically. Couple doctors. Okay. I think some upcoming actresses and actors and stuff like that. But off the top of my head,
just those
major people, like everybody be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in high school, did you play all 4 years basketball? All 4?
Well, like I said, my freshman year, I played like JV a little bit. Then I was like, man, because it was such a far commute. Mm-hmm. I get out of school at 3:09. Mm-hmm. Practice started at 4. I gotta go 30 miles, catch 1, 2. I gotta catch the train to the trolley. I gotta get off. I gotta wait. I gotta catch the trolley from here all the way up. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a lot.
Then I gotta travel home to one of the most treacherous places just to get home at night. I'm like, nah, bro, because the practice is over at 6:30.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know
no, sir.
Yeah, so it was after a while, I was like, nah. And then they started redoing our gym, and yeah, y'all gonna have your own basketball team. Next thing you know, they made that announcement. Yeah, we breaking all of the Bartrams up. They're gonna be their own entities.
Okay. So would it be safe to say that you officially full seasons? You'll say you played your junior and senior year, or was your sophomore year?
No, my sophomore year we were solely our own
cool. So
school.
Sophomore, junior, senior.
Yeah, sophomore, junior, senior. Yeah, we were our own school as my sophomore year started.
So I seen I had to do a little minor research. Mm-hmm. So I seen you posted. I think it was your cousin or something posted I think it was 2005, 2006, where you averaged 19.8. That little clip that you had shared on your
on Facebook. Yeah.
So was that in the state of Pennsylvania where you? Because I had to do my little count and stuff. So you was tied at 11th statewide, right?
Yeah.
19.8. Was that your senior year?
That was my junior year.
Junior year, okay.
Yeah, that's my junior year. I was going crazy, man.
Yeah.
And that was just everywhere. We had groups. Was it groups, pools? Something like that. Mm-hmm. But we were in group D. Mm-hmm. And which isn't bad or anything.
Right.
We were in group D. And then like my group, I was like second or third.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was averaging like 25 inside of the group.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a kid named Nafis Ricks who was on the top of that list. He was averaging like 35.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was averaging like 35. He from my neighborhood though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my guy. Feast is my guy. Matter of fact, my high school scoring, the record that I got, I broke my school record against Feast.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. I had 40 something. He had 40 something too.
Your 40 was just a little higher.
Yeah, mine was just a little more meaningful because I won. You know what I'm saying? He was killing everybody in the city.
Okay.
But it was something that when we go back home after the game to the rec, where we all pile into every Tuesday and Thursday. I think it was a Thursday night game. We pile into the rec later on that night. I got something to talk about.
Right, definitely.
Now, Bob, who's at Texas A&M, is like, yo, Boobie was doing da-da-da-da. And it just was a good feel.
Yeah.
But it's something that we still talk about to this day because it was just love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody in our neighborhood came to check us out. I had this small gym, standing room only. Literally, you had to stand on the baseline. Like, if you probably couldn't stand on the baseline because your feet. You know what I'm saying? They probably tell you, yo, you either got to go out or you gotta, watch from the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people.
You talking about standing where they think you about to check in the game?
I'm talking about standing literally like the out of bounds is on the wall.
Oh,
that's how small our gym was.
I got you.
It was literally, it just made like 70 feet, 73 feet to be a high school gym.
Wow.
It wasn't even 94 feet. That's how crazy. It wasn't even 94 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, we called it the igloo. Because it was freezing in that joint.
Look, compact and cold.
Man, it was compact, but when it got hot, we cooking now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was the igloo, man. The igloo was crazy, man.
Okay. So that was your junior year. So your senior year, did you play?
I played. I had ended up transferring out, man. I had got some intel. Actually, I played against the twins, Marquis from Marcus Moore's. They was getting recruited by everybody. They my guys, man.
Yeah.
I was getting recruited by a couple schools. So whenever they playing against somebody, everybody's there.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jay Wright, give me a handshake. I would love for you to come to my school. This is Jay Wright?
Yeah.
So he was like, I just love what you're doing. Of course, I didn't end up at Nova, but the fact that he would give me that sense of acknowledgement and, you know what I mean, that does something to a kid. To make a kid like, man, I can do anything.
Yeah.
These dudes is McDonald's All-Americans and stuff like that. Like, they set already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, people don't know they were supposed to go to Memphis with Calipari.
Okay.
They ended up going to Apex prep school. Mm-hmm. Calipari ended up leaving Memphis. That year he got D Rose. Remember the next year he was gone to Kentucky.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
They was like, well, we don't want to go to Kentucky. We're going to go to Kansas. That's how that happened. That's how they end up at Kansas.
Well, I'll be.
You know what I'm saying? So, getting looks just because my name was on that same type of list.
Right.
You seen Gerald Henderson.
Right.
Wayne Ellington. Tyrone Lewis. Nafis Ricks, all these guys are high major D1.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on there with Jeff Jones. He went to Virginia. At this time, I'm not even thinking college. It's not even a thought because nobody from where I'm from or nobody in my family has done it except my cousin Wade.
Yeah.
He played football, though.
Right.
So it's totally different from football.
Right.
So it's not even a thought of mine. Then I got some intel like, yo, man, you should transfer out, man. Go to a school where there's a little more recognition, a little more. I transferred to communications tech. Now, people would say, oh, boo, man, he went up there, he fell off, he not scoring like that. Nah, I went up there and became a point guard. You see what I'm saying? I went up there and learned this is bigger than me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a team with Scooty Randall, who was a standout player at Temple. He's still playing in Japan today. I'm playing over there with Shaheem Satchel is my guy. Najee Edwards is my guy. All college guys. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is on weight programs. And I'm coming to the gym skinny and frail. You know what I'm saying? I just know how to hoop. I can just put it in the basket. These dudes is lifting weights and running on the track. And they got these extensive practices. And they got people coming in to speak to them. Scooty getting called down because Izzo is at the school. I'm like, bro, what is going on in this joint?
You just came to hoop.
I just came to play basketball, man. We got practice uniform, man. I'm practicing at my old school in t-shirts, and we got like a jersey that flipped to side.
Yeah. I know
Out
exactly. I had one of those too.
I'm pretty sure you remember working out in pennies.
Oh,
the little net joints.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we separating who's who in back in my school, because we just started. Comtech had the coach from Bartram as their coach.
Okay.
So when he left Bartram got a new coach. Lou Beaster, who was the coach, still a great guy to this day. He wanted me to come over, man. I went up there, battling for a starting position, started some games, sat some games, played some games, didn't play some games. You know what I'm saying? But it was way more structure. So what it did was it just catapulted me into the next chapter. And I ended up leaving like just wanting to score, wanting to play, just in my own head. Really should have stuck around and just learned a little more. But I ended up leaving like before we even got, I think I left like after like game 10 or something my senior year. Went over there and played with my homie Kenny Moore at University City. That's where I graduated from.
Okay.
University City. And that was like one of those moments in life where I regretted leaving. Should have stayed where I was at. Should have stayed at my school. Should have stayed at Robeson. Everything's different if I stay at Robeson.
Right.
Because my confidence doesn't take a shot. You know what I'm saying? You go from being able to score whenever you want to now I got to share this spotlight with Scooty and them. But the reason why I went over there with Scooty and them is because in that summertime prior to 11th grade, 12th grade, that summer, I was averaging like 35 in the summer league.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So one of the coaches from Comtech, you know, I knew him from AAU. He was like, man, you should go up there and play with Scooty and them, man. They need a guard like you.
Yeah.
I get there. I didn't know they was going to get Tyree Johnson, who was getting recruited by Virginia. I didn't know they was going to get G. Monroe, who was supposed to go to Newman, but they had Scoop Jardine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Scoop Jardine, Big Rick Jackson. I didn't know he was supposed to go to them joints. I pop in. I'm like, yo, who these freshmen dudes? But they playing, though, because they're hoopers.
Yeah,
like, these dudes are ball players.
Right.
Like, G was starting as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyree, he was starting some games as a freshman. Like, I remember a game where I'm sitting on the bench watching Tyree go crazy against Frankfurt. He brought us back to win the game. A freshman. You see what I'm saying? So it was so much stuff going on that I got in my own head and I left. I bailed. I left there and I went somewhere else. I left there and went somewhere. It was just a lot.
So let me ask you this. Do you think, even though you said you would have stayed if you had the chance, do you think you would be as knowledgeable as a point guard if you would have stayed, but instead of leaving? Do you think you would have been as knowledgeable? Because you were saying that when you was at your other one, it was score.
Yeah.
And then when you went over there, you kind of learned how to...
Some structure.
So do you think you would have been as knowledgeable?
I feel like I don't meet my junior college coach.
Okay.
If I stay at Robeson.
Gotcha.
I never meet him.
Okay.
He changed my life.
Oh, gotcha.
He changed my life.
Gotcha.
Changed my whole philosophy of the game, and I give him all of his flowers. Every time I talk to him, I know it's redundant. I know it's repetitive to him. I know he like, bro, you ain't got to keep telling me that. 12, 13 years later, I still tell him. Because he used to come check me out in the hood. Like, I'm talking about some back in the day, Dean Smith go pull up at rec games. Yeah. You see this dude and this look like Mike Tyson when he was younger. For real. Yeah. He was a hooper himself. He went to Louisville from my JUCO. Okay. And he
What's the junior college coach name?
I went to Cecil College in Maryland. Rashad Brooks.
Rashad Brooks. Okay.
Yeah, you can look him up too. He was a killer, athletic. Okay. If he knew what he knew, like he said, man, if I know what I knew when y'all was in school, I'd have been in the NBA. He was just super athletic, but he could shoot it. Right. Handle was real tight. Right. And you know, he just changed my whole philosophy. Like, I didn't never go fishing before. Right. I'm going fishing. Yeah. Like I'm at his crib over the summer one year, right before my sophomore season in JUCO. I'm at his crib. Now I went to junior. Let me step back a little bit. I went to junior college in Philly. I won a championship. We went 34-1. Okay. But I'm averaging like 17 and 12. But I got a dude over here. He averaging 35. I got a dude over here. He averaging like 33. My big man, Reds, he averaging about 28. I'm pissed because I was only getting 12 assists. I'm like, something not adding up here.
It should be 17 and 20.
Yeah, I should be averaging way more assists, but I was the starting point guard from day one.
Okay.
Me and this guy named Dom, God rest his soul, man. He died in a car accident.
Okay, sorry about that.
Me and him was splitting time, and they was like, no, we're gonna play both of them together with Slappy over here, Rashad Slappy, athlete, one of my favorite players that I've ever played with. You got Corey Bethea over here. He was just a killer. He's just a killer. And you got Reds, who they call him man-child. He's 6'1" center. They call him man-child.
I thought you were going to say 6'11". You said 6'1".
6'1" center. Something that you've never seen before. He like Baby Shaq from And One.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Baby Shaq ain't tall at all. Baby Shaq might be 6'2",
Yeah.
6'3", but he was just a freak.
Yeah, beast. Yeah, definitely.
So that's Reds.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Reds, man-child. It was Tyrone Hill, man. He was a beast, man. So,
Okay.
you know, then I left there because I wanted more, and I knew I could get more.
Right.
And I was supposed to go to this JUCO in Maryland first, but I ended up going to CCP because it was right there. I was trying to really keep it real with you. I ain't want to leave.
Okay.
We was getting money doing some other stuff.
Gotcha.
And I ain't really want to leave the hood. I'm like, nah, I got to stay close. I can catch the sub down here and I can roll out. My brother can come pick me up and I can roll out.
Yeah.
Didn't have to stay on campus. I'm staying home, catching the bus every morning to go to class.
Yeah.
Man, he was like, man, I went down for a workout with him. He just loved my game, man. He pulling up to my neighborhood. Like, he cut hair. He cut my hair on the porch. Like, he just really took on that role of somebody that gave a damn. You see what I'm saying?
Would you say, not knocking father, but like more like a outside father figure? Like you're not a second father, sports father.
He was like that older brother that you wish you had.
Okay.
See, the one thing, the separation between him and Pig is very slim. Pig taught me everything I know about everything I know. Then he put me out there to the world. You got to figure this out. Come to me if you need some help or something like that.
Right.
But our relationship was a tad bit different because he's taking it super personal on everything that I'm doing. Pig giving me tough love. You know what I'm saying? We just start saying love you, bro, like
right.
in recent years.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Brooks is on some, I mean, I love y'all dudes, man.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He pulling up middle of the night to get me out of the hood because he know what my neighborhood is about.
Gotcha.
I'm coming to get you, yo. You're going to come stay at my crib. You know what I'm saying? Even though, I don't even think he was supposed to be doing that, but he's just coming because he cared.
He cared, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he came to one of my summer league games and I played terrible. Terrible. Dealing with this situation with this girl I'm dealing with. My head is clouded. I'm missing free throws. He like, yeah, you coming with me. The rest was history, man. He taking me.
Saw the potential.
He saw the potential from a 20-year-old dude in the streets running around because I ain't go to college after high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a thought.
Right.
Because I figured, it's people out here getting money. These dudes just going to college. They always complain about being broke. You know what I'm saying? So we just figured, all right, let's get some money over here.
Gotcha. So
my brother ended up going to jail, and that took me to a whole nother place.
So, well, let me ask you that. You didn't go to college right after high school.
I ain't going until 2 years later.
Okay, so, but who did you get any? Did you get any recruitment letters? Like, did you have people?
Yeah. I had
who all
man,
recruit you that you can remember of?
Stony Brook, Drexel, Bruiser Flint. I knew I wasn't going there though, because they got trimesters. That school is like for engineers.
Yeah.
Over with. Bruiser Flint, he's from my neighborhood too. Okay. He's actually Kyler Perry's second in command.
Okay.
Bruiser Flint, yeah, okay. That's my guy, James Flint. He was recruiting me. I had all of Division IIs in the area. Okay. But I had what is it called? Quinnipiac, Stony Brook, Wagner.
Okay.
St. Francis, PA, St. Francis, New York, in Brooklyn. I had Morehead State. I think I had Alabama A&M. Then this is the schools that I knew personally, like they're calling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's not counting the ones that was actually like letters and all that.
Yeah, the letters and stuff was coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah,
we
yeah.
was playing AAU. I had DePaul. I had Michigan State. I had Syracuse, UConn.
Yeah.
Like just, yo, man, we seen you at the hoop group. Bro.
Right.
Yo, we seen you do your thing up such and such. Yo, we seen you in Florida.
Right.
Like that. I had all of that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had a bunch of them. That's just, you might go into a game and you might like, one of the times where I picked up one of my biggest joints was we playing against Ty Lawson and them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, Ty Lawson and them were, it's my daughter. Ty Lawson and them is, you know, at this time he's Taiwan Lawson.
Okay.
People don't even know that's his name.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, we playing against him, Mike Beasley, you know, you got Durant. We all in the same tournament.
Okay.
I cross him like, boom, boom. All the coaches' eyes shift. Who is that dude?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm super crafty and I can dribble it and I can finish around the rim. I wasn't dunking on nobody.
Right.
But I got that Kyrie English around the rim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they took interest in me. Okay. It was just interest though.
Gotcha.
I didn't get any offers from them or nothing like that. But I had coaches over here and coaches over there.
You opened some eyes like, okay,
I had definitely had them eyes on me like, yo, who is this? But then when I went to JUCO, we all had all type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy because I made top 100 in JUCO.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Top 100 players in the country from JUCO.
Okay, so how did you end up at Mississippi Valley State? Now, a kid from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ends up in Itta Bena, Mississippi. So how did you end up at Mississippi Valley?
JUCO. All right. When I was in JUCO, I had made a verbal commitment to go to Coppin State. One of the coaches was from Philly, and he heard about me from an older player, and I my school wasn't far from there. So straight down 95, you go run right into Coppin State from my school. So me and my girlfriend at the time, shout out to Bree, we super cool to this day. But me and my girl at the time, she was tough, All-American. You know what I'm saying? Same JUCO.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I met her. I'm like, yo, you leaving that Division II. You coming with me.
Right.
Before you even start playing, you coming with me. Because I see you got crazy potential. You coming with me.
So you the recruiter now.
I'm recruiting, man. I introduced her to the coach. I'm like, coach, I'm going to let her game talk. Let her play pickup against, and the rest was history with that. So I'm like, yo, I got this visit. I got this unofficial. They want me to come down to Coppin and work out with the team. I go down there, I'm destroying everybody. Coppin has like a bowl type gym. Not bowl, but it's like they have offices at the top where you can look down. Like the coaches can come out of their offices and look down.
Okay.
And
open up the blinds type.
The coaches is just looking.
Okay.
I'm killing. Like they top guard is a Spanish kid from Brooklyn or New York, somewhere in New York. And killing him. It was crazy. Killing him. Right afterwards, they called me to the office. They're like, yo, man, we really want you to come. Are you going to graduate on time? I'm like, yeah. Like, if y'all really want me to come, we can make it official right now. They're like, well, we want to make sure that you graduate because I'm 3 years in junior college. Because I played 1 year, I sat out 1 year, and then I played. Okay. So you only get 5 years to play 4. This ain't no transfer portal
That stuff wasn't even thought of back then.
That ain't even a thing. This is still where if you play, you got to sit out if you transfer and then play. So I didn't have no time to waste.
Yeah, right.
So I told him, like, look, I'll just make the verbal. I'll put it out there. And then we go from there. All right, bet. Let's do that. Shook my hand. Cool. Head coach, assistant coach. You know what I'm saying? That was, I graduated May 20th, May 19th, 2011, 2012, something like that. 2012. Calling. Yo, I graduated. Let's do it. I got all my grades. Everything is legit. We good. Let's roll. Yeah. No answer. For weeks. Probably 2 weeks go by. Now it's the beginning of June. You know the signing period is weird. No schools is calling me because I put the verbal out there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had Sacramento State, Portland State, Seattle with Donald Dollar.
The verbal, so they like, okay, he going.
He going. We got to go somewhere else. We ain't worry about dude. Yeah. So all of the schools start backing up. Now I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? What we doing? I called a school admissions, they transferred me to somebody in the office, and he gave me the coach's phone number.
Okay.
I call Coach Fang. I call him and he like, yo, Thaddeus, man, yeah, man, we loved your game, man. We just didn't know if you was gonna graduate or not. We went with a high school kid, man. I hope everything works out for you. I'm on vacation though, man. I'm gonna hit you back. Click. Now, mind you, my daughter was just born.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I didn't want to. It's Baltimore, Philly. It's like a 2-hour drive. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go too far. So now I'm like, man, what the hell am I supposed to do? My coach being connected. My school is a traditionally good school, Cecil College. They always top something. And I get a call from Jerry Mullins, Brad Mullins, his son. Yeah, man, you've been invited to the all American thing. You made top 100. It's top 100. Unsigned. It's this list that you go on. It's availables list. It's like, man, if I'm gonna put your name on the availables list tonight, that just be prepared. Make sure this phone number is a legit phone number. Right. This address, because they're gonna start sending just because I put you on this list. Bet. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Morehead State. I had Townsend. Townsend was horrible. I was not going there. Actually, one of the coaches from Townsend is actually the coach that was recruiting me, Rashawn Burno. He went to DePaul. He ended up recruiting me to come to Townsend, but they were so bad. Now he's the head coach at Northern Illinois. Okay. He was coaching under Hurley at Arizona State a couple years ago, but now he got his own joint now. Right. Still keep in contact. Talked to him recently, actually. But yeah, man. I ended up at Mississippi Valley. It was such a weird joint, man. Coach Alan Perry, he was at Alabama. He was at Arkansas Pine Bluff. He called me and was like, Dad, can I call you Dad? I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He was like, man, I seen your film, man. I know your stats. I know everything that you got going on, man. I would love to have you here in Alabama. I'm like, Coach, I'm gonna be real with you, Coach. I ain't really trying to come to Alabama. You know what I mean? I just had a daughter. He's like, man, but here's the thing. We don't have any scholarships left. I'm about to take a sabbatical for health reasons. Think something was going on with his eyes. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you information to my man. He about to get the job at Mississippi Valley. Now remember, they just won the SWAC. Okay. Lando, Big Mike.
Okay, yeah.
Big Paul, they just won the SWAC.
Okay, yep.
So Woods is out.
Yeah, okay.
Woods
he went to Morehead State.
Here's the triangle. Woods is recruiting me to come to Morehead. I told him, I don't know, but I don't want to go too far from my daughter. We're going to take care of you. The coaches from Morehead State was going to Southern Miss. They're recruiting me to come to Southern Miss. I told them, no, I'm not coming to Mississippi. That's out. Yeah. Coach Jareem Dowling, he's actually on Kansas State bench right now. Okay. He's one of the assistant coaches for Kansas State. Okay. So he's recruiting me to go to Morehead, and then he started recruiting me to come to
Southern Miss.
So I'm like, nah. So the coach like, yeah, my man, he about to get the job at Mississippi Valley. So I'm like, all right, Coach, cool. Hang up. Why would he give? We in the same SWAC. Why would he give my information to somebody that's gonna be competing against his school? Exactly. Doesn't make sense. A couple days later, phone ringing. I'm in the gym hooping. One of my guys like, yo, boo, man, your phone ringing. I get it later. Yo, it's the same number. Keep calling you. Yo, it's like 662 something. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. I run over to the side. I answer. Yo, what's going on, man? It's Chico Potts.
Coach Potts.
I'm calling from. I'm about to get the job. They haven't announced it yet, but I know I'm gonna get the job. I was here already. Just won a tournament. We just went to the tournament. Lost to Western Kentucky. Woo. I'm like, all right, Coach, man. We start talking for like an hour and some change. 2 hours. I'm like, oh, I like this dude. We rolling. It was history after that. He sent the paperwork up. I sent it back. It was just that's just what it was. I ain't visited nothing. Yeah. Oh, I ain't even visit.
You ain't visit. You know.
I told my coach in JUCO. I said, he was like, yo, do you want to go? Is it Division 1 or nothing, or are you cool going Division 2? I'm a little older. He's looking at it from the political side, not talent wise.
Right.
He looking at it politically. He's like, yo, I know you can play you could be a blue blood. I know it. I'm telling you, I know this. But your clock is ticking. People gonna look at your age. They gonna, yo, you 21. This niggas in NBA. But they out of their rookie deal.
Yeah,
you
see what I'm third year at 21.
Like D Rose is the MVP.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He the youngest MVP at 21. So you're like, yo, man, you 20, 21, 22, man, you D2 ain't bad. You seen Flip Murray get drafted from a Division II. Don't think it's bad. So he was like, yo, I'm like, nah, yo, Division I want to play on TV. That was my only thing.
Yeah.
All year, that's all we was working towards. So going into JUCO, I couldn't shoot.
Okay.
I was just everything to the basket.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we got to teach you how to shoot. You're too little. He told me just like that. He was like, everything, you going to be getting that shit punched. Every time you go, he's like, it's different. So he started showing me his film. We breaking down film. He showed me how to look at film.
Okay.
I'm looking at film just watching myself.
Right.
Or watching my position.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you got to watch what this dude doing, this dude doing. You got to know everybody's position. Because on the floor, you the coach.
Exactly.
You might see something I don't see. I might call a set that might be completely wrong. But you can alter it. You can audible. You Peyton Manning out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he just taught me a bunch of stuff. But that's how I ended up at Valley, man. It was just
Old Chico Pikes.
next thing you know, my flight was booked. And I get picked up by Dell, who was at Kahoma.
Yep, Dale.
You know what I mean? Dell picked me up in his Toyota F-150 or whatever he had with the crack across the windshield. I just knew talking to Dell on the phone because I never seen him.
Right.
I just knew talking to Dell on the phone, and at this time their media relations was horrible. It's popping now.
Yeah, right.
But at that time, Dell ain't had no picture up there. Potts ain't had no picture. AC got
Just a shadow.
So it was just they name like the stuff that they.
Yep.
I just knew Dell was this 60, 70-year-old man with gray hair all over the place. Man, Dell picked me up. I said, this nigga look like me.
And about the same age.
Man, this is me my age. He just got finished playing. So he picked me up. Boo, what up, man? That's my dog, man, to this day. I just talked to Dell recently, too, man. Congrats to everything they got going on out there at Kahoma, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but you know, they picked me up and the rest was history, man. Just good vibes from there.
Okay, so you at Mississippi Valley. So how did that season go? How do you feel in your eyes that season went for you at Mississippi Valley?
It was a learning thing for me. Took a lot of punches.
Right.
Took a lot of mental beat downs. For me, that was like a turning point in my life. That's where Keep Chasing was built.
Gotcha.
My year that I played there, I was supposed to play 2. I went through something with, coaches over some stuff that had nothing to do with basketball. And from the outside looking in, they looking at me like, yo, boo, man, he gonna kill down there. Oh, he going to the swag, that's da-da-da. I get down there, was nothing like that. It's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I had
animals everywhere.
I had guys on my team that, their love for the game was stripped from them. And they didn't even really care to play basketball anymore. Like, a couple of my guys, I won't mention any names, but a couple of my guys, they came to me and was like, bro, I don't know why you're not playing. I don't know why you're not playing. It makes absolutely no sense. Because I'm destroying every day in practice. I'm finishing every drill. I'm finishing every sprint. I'm first one in, last one out. Every day. That's my motto. I have to outwork everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the only people on the team with a kid. You know what I'm saying? 2 kids.
Yeah.
My son was born.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Midway through the season, my son was born. We just so happened to come back off the road. I get back and go to the hospital. There's an issue with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had 2 kids. Like I said, I'm a little older. And, just my time in Mississippi Valley was one of those things where this is going to either make or break you. And I didn't allow the circumstances to break me. You know what I'm saying? Despite the feuds, despite the back and forth, I never disrespected any coaches.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I want to go on record and say that, and coaches can vouch. I never disrespected any coaches. I'm still cool with the coaches. You know what I'm saying? Cool. It was a couple instances where, you know, things got a little heated and I spoke my mind as a man. But I never disrespected the coaches. I was a hothead as a kid.
Gotcha.
As I got older, it removed itself from me because I knew that wasn't something that was beneficial to my career moving forward. And I knew exactly what I was trying to do. Like I said, I wanted to play on TV. Did that. I wanted to play Division I. I did that. I wanted to win a championship in college. I did that as a freshman. Starting at the helm. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to do certain things and I did it. And to some people, like when you look at my college stats, you're going to see 1.2 or 1.8, 1.7, 1.9, something like that. And it wasn't because of my basketball ability. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So it had nothing to do with sports. And the reason why I get so much love down there in that area, Greenwood, in the LaFleur County area, period. Right. From ex-players, current players, coaches, is because they knew when they see it's the eye test. Cool, we're looking at his stats, but let's see what he looked. Yeah. Why this nigga ain't playing? Right. What they got? What's going on with bro? Why is he playing 7 minutes? I don't have my folks. I don't got Pig and, you know, my cousins and them able to drive, take a trip and say, yo, why my brother not playing? We playing in Jersey. My brothers wanted to walk on the court and do something to the coaches. Right. Because they just didn't get it. Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm the prize. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's banking on Booby to do something. You got to do something. I don't know exactly what it is, but this year is win or go home. This year is kill or we're all dead. Right. And in that time there, it opened up a new beast in me because I'm taking so much mental beating that I had to channel it to something else. Okay. I became a gym rat. I was already a gym rat. People already knew me for working out. I became even more of a gym rat. I got bigger, I got stronger, I got faster, I got better. I worked on my jump shot. Countless hours and hours and hours in the gym. Like I said, some of my teammates didn't even want to play basketball. And they're looking at me like, bro, I don't know what it is. Whole time it has nothing to do with basketball. Politics. No politics. It has nothing to do with politics. Oh, wow. Got stuff to do with women.
On the next episode of...
I had something to do with women. And it's a situation where, you know, me and the coaches, we sat down and we rapped about it. And, you know, just up as of late, you know what I'm saying? You know, we don't hold people, we don't judge people off of their, you know, shortcomings. Gotcha. It's not what a man does in times of, you know, despair. You know what I mean? It's what he does when does he bounce back? Right. You know what I'm saying? So for the coaches to bounce back from it and we all sit down and we, you know, we all sit down one by one, you know, and have conversations and stuff like that and apologies are said. And, yo, I didn't look at it like that at the time.
It's maturity.
I can live with that. At least I know in my heart, and you know, I didn't do nothing wrong. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Even though it can't be made up.
We can't fix it.
Yeah, time can't come back.
But at this time in life, I appreciate you for coming to holler at me about that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, most people are keeping it just, you know what I'm saying? They won't say nothing. They'll elongate 10, 20 years. In the back of their head, they know they was wrong, but
and it's avoiding.
Right, exactly.
People tend to avoid you when they know they did something wrong.
Walk right by it.
If I owe you money, I ain't trying to go over to where I ain't trying to go where the trash at. Yeah, y'all going to where? Nah, he might be in that drink. I don't need to go there. So now I'm avoiding you as much as possible. Exactly. So, you know, that happened. And this little thing over here happened. And this happened. And it was like, you know what? I guess it got to a point where it's like, nah, we gonna rap. And one of the coaches popped up in my store. And after years and years and years, like I just sat there. I just told him how I felt. And he's like, yo, I never knew you felt like that. And then he like, no, I didn't do this. I go right to it. I got proof, bro. Like, remember I said this to you? You never responded. Remember I told you this and let's do this? You never say nothing. Remember I did da-da-da? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it lifted a weight off my shoulders that was just still there because when you're the guy, you're labeled as the guy regardless of what happens. So you have to continue to be the guy. And I was the guy and people didn't understand why I was being mistreated. But I never, ever once threw those dudes under the bus. I'm like, man, it's just some differences me and the coaches have and that's it. I never said what it specifically was and I still haven't. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I'm happy that we moved past it, even if it was 8, 9, 10, 12 years later. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, we can't go back and fix it. But it helps me sleep better. Like, yo, I know I wasn't crazy, yo. Shit.
Glad I was the only one that didn't think,
Glad I wasn't the only person thinking like that. And the apologies happened, man. And that made me feel better, man. And
so that's water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge, man. We cool. Everybody's good. You know, God rest AC soul, man. Me and him talked years ago. We squashed any type of issues, or we vetted it, all of that, and we became tight. Like God rest AC soul, man, that really broke my heart. You know what happened.
It hit a lot of folks, man. I remember him coming on Valley campus, and he was cool, always joking and stuff like that. And he hooped and stuff. So that
broke my heart, man. Like, but I was able to bury a hatchet that we had years ago, and I'm happy about that. Because so many times people may pass away
and you don't get that chance.
And you don't get a chance, and now it's hovering. And it's constantly in your mind, like, dang, I never even got a chance to say I'm sorry, bro.
Or it was petty, dang.
And it was something so small, petty at the time. And looking back on it, it was just like, bro, we shouldn't even have been going at nothing for that. That wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm happy that we fixed that.
Well,
that was dope.
Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, man. So Valley was okay. Didn't really kind of reach the heights that you was wishing. So now that's your last year at playing ball. So what did you do after Valley? Did you go overseas first, or what did you do?
When my season was over at Valley, I was headed to go overseas. I was supposed to go to Germany 2014 summer. I signed with an agent in Germany, and they loved me. Had everything ready, passport was ready. I think the team ended up folding last minute. And it was one of those things where it's just like, oh my God, here we go.
Here we go again.
So, I'm in there with Lando and Baby Mike, and, they've already been pros for about 2 years.
Okay.
So they're, Lando has. So we already chopping it up or whatever. And he like, bro, you just got to stick with it, bro. Now, mind you, at this time, I got to keep chasing, but it's just, just picking up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just adding more to the story.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And as the story goes on, now I'm about to graduate. It's almost 2015. Probably like late October, early November, I get a phone call from one of my homegirls. She played with the Harlem Globetrotters. She like, yo, I gave you information to one of these guys, man. I know you're trying to look for a job. I gave you information that, I could put you on. Because I didn't even know she was a Globetrotter.
Okay.
She like one of the main people, too.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she hit me. And I'm like, yo, man, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I can plug you. I already know you got game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's from Colorado, TNT. She's from Colorado. She played for Temple with Dawn Staley.
Okay.
And she was actually working at the rec center that I grew up at.
Okay.
And me and her just end up chopping it up. We always would work out together and do these crazy moves because she had a crazy handle too.
Okay.
And next thing you know, it was like early December. Like my son, like right after my son's birthday, I got a call.
Okay.
Yo, we want you to come work out. We want you to come play with the Globetrotters. I'm like, damn, do they even play basketball for real? But I always had a handle, so it made sense.
Right.
And I called my brother. And he like, man, that's like an honor, bro. A lot of people can't say they played for the Globetrotters.
No, they can't.
That's like an honor, bro.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You gotta be like extremely skilled with that ball
Oh,
to be
yes,
able to do
definitely.
that. And you know, we went and I went, they flew me to Chicago. I'm thinking like, all right, it's gonna be like some workout type stuff. The coach, one of the coaches, he had me doing like this slide. I don't know if you've ever been to the Globetrotter game, but it's like this slide they do on one leg up in the air. And he was like, yo, he sent it to me on like a Sunday. I was like, yo, you know, send it back to me in like a week or so. Let me know when you get it done. I sent that shit back to him later on that night.
Easy money.
He was like, you sure you never played with the Globetrotters before? That looks really good. It's not right. It's not perfect, but the fact that you're trying it that fast. And I did it, knocked it out, and when I learned it, it was crazy. Because I learned it right before I got out there. So I actually did it out there. And it was like, yeah, let's sign him. Went upstairs. We was in this hotel. Went upstairs, signed the paperwork.
Okay.
And I was on the road with them.
Okay.
For about 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
That was dope, man. That was a dope experience.
Good experience,
I'm still a college student. I just got finished. That December was my final semester.
Yeah.
And before I even graduated, I went from the day after Christmas, like the 26th, 27th, to like around this time, mid-March, something like that. And it was cool, man. It was real cool.
Okay.
Mid to early March, early to mid-March, something like that. Yeah, it was cool, man. Okay. But I did that, and then from there I came home, graduated in May, signed to go play in like Italy, Germany, Spain, one of them European countries. I signed to go play there. Fell through again. Back at square one. Now I'm hot. Cause now I'm like, bro, there's no way these dudes is better than me, bro.
Right.
I belong in the league. That's the only thing I'm saying, bro.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I belong in the league. If this doesn't happen in Mississippi Valley, I go to the league. If I would have knew what I knew now, I would have just went to DePaul, or I would have just went over here to Southern Miss, and I would have understood why I wasn't playing at Southern Miss. I didn't understand why I wasn't playing it back. I'm like, oh my God, bro, this is not making sense.
It's like you're being slighted every time.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, here we go again. So, you know, I get through that, then, you know, dealing with personal issues with my kids, and it was just a lot at the time, man. But keep chasing. It speaks for itself. It's self-explanatory, and you know, I went and I did what I was supposed to do, man, and God opened up a door for me to go to El Salvador. Couple years, like a year or so later, played in El Salvador for like 2 months. There's only 3 month intervals within the season.
Right.
It's like a tournament. So you stay for 3 months and then you leave, and then you come back for another 3 months and then you leave. But every 3 months is a champion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you playing a lot, like 2-3 times a week. And I ended up getting sick. I ended up getting parasites from accidentally ingesting the water, you know what I'm saying, out there. So I got sent home because I was sick. You gotta play.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting sent home because I was sick, missed a couple games, got back, played, had a really good game on my way out, but they already had a guy coming in. That overseas is like,
oh yeah,
you in and you out, bro. You in and you out. That's just like that. It's cutthroat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I come home, everything good. And then I went to France.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then I had a couple stints in France. Played in a little thing in Switzerland, a couple tournaments in Switzerland. Germany again. Okay. All of that borders France. Okay. So had a couple stints out there. A guy that I know, he played in school with me. He had his training thing. Okay. And we went out there for that. Came back, and I got picked up by a couple teams, and I was able to pick.
Okay.
I mean,
so how many years would you say you had stints overseas? Just kind of like, I want
to say a complete 3.
Okay.
Complete 3. Some people may say 4 if you count, not overseas, but if you count the Globetrotter stint. Some people will use that. Me personally, I don't feel like it's no knock to the Globetrotters.
Right.
It's just it's not your traditional basketball.
Gotcha.
It's a show.
Show, yeah. Entertainment.
You know what I mean? It's entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You still get to shoot. You're still running. You still got to be able to dribble it. But it's entertainment. It's for, it's a show.
For the fans and
for the
all
fans,
that.
for the kids, and it's a
Gotcha.
family thing.
Gotcha.
So some people would say 4 if you count that. I just say 3, just to be fair.
Yeah. Did you? I saw. Like I said, I did my little minor research. Memphis Lions.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Did you play there? And then what?
I played there 2 games.
Okay.
I just didn't like the coach.
Gotcha.
Just being completely transparent, man. The coach he was acting like we were like his kids or something. And I'm a grown man, bro. And I'm older, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we like damn near the same age, bro. Watch how you talk to me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we doing this for the love of it.
Right.
Y'all ain't even paying me nothing, bro. It's an ABA team, but you ain't even giving me no bread, bro.
Right.
I came in the drink, like, we played like this one game. I had like a triple-double. As a pro. I'm like, bro, I don't need to play in this.
Right.
And then the next time I played, it was just like, I just so happened to be in the area, and I think Keita went with me.
Yeah.
And we just pull over, and she like, you sure you're going there? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go. We can come hoop. You know what I'm saying? And I do my thing in it was like a scrimmage. It wasn't even a real game. It was just a scrimmage.
Like them like open gym and
Yeah, and it was just like, bro, I'm not setting myself up for this. Nah. Then I worked out for the Grizzlies.
Okay.
And I worked out for the Memphis Hustle, rather.
Okay, yeah.
Worked out for them. Did really, really good. Lando is my witness. He killed. You know what I mean? We made it to like another workout, and then it turned political. And Lando made it to like the final workout, and then of course it turned even more political.
Yeah.
And he like, yo, I'm out. He went back overseas, and then that season is when he was averaging like that 40 points.
Yeah. When he had
and he won that championship. Yep. So it ended up working out for him, and now he's killing.
Yeah. Okay, so you had a stint with the Harlem Globetrotters. You had a stint with the Memphis Lions, or a session with the Memphis Lions.
Minor session.
So cool. So correct me if I'm wrong. This was 2015.
2015, I was with the Globetrotters.
Okay, so
2016, France.
Okay.
No, 2016. Was it 2016? 2016. No, I didn't do nothing in 2016. 2017.
Okay.
It was like a crazy layoff for me because I couldn't find nothing.
Okay.
I couldn't get nothing because it goes back to what happened in Mississippi Valley. Overseas, they're just looking at 3 things. They're looking at NCAA D1. Check that box. Height. They put me at 6 feet. We all know I'm not 6 feet.
Right.
Check that box. They're looking at my film. I check that box. But then they look at your stats. Oh, he only averaged 1.9. Oh, he averaged 2 across the board. Nah, we don't want to deal with that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I ran into a lot. And it was just heartbreaking. But that's the way the dice rolled for me.
Okay, so 2015 Harlem Globetrotters, and so shortly after, well, I ain't gonna say shortly after, in 2015, you start your own business called Keep Chasing, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so you elaborated earlier how you came up with Keep Chasing, but could you go back to like what was the name, or how did you get the name Keep Chasing?
2 things. I feel like we all chasing something. Everybody is, whether it's a paycheck, whether it's a degree, a certification, level up in employment. We're all chasing something. Even kids. So your next snack, nap time, you're chasing something. Right. So I always viewed it as motivation. First, it started out as a hashtag because at first it was starvation.
Okay.
But then it was just like, I'm chasing a dream that most people may look at and may be like, yo, he's not going to reach, it's impossible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at all the odds against him.
Right.
Look at everything that he was stacked up against. Throughout his life, it's not possible. But every time I overcome something, I was just chasing I was more so doing it to prove myself right.
Gotcha.
So that's all keep chasing is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Keep chasing it just, regardless of the naysayers or non-believers, the haters, some people may call them, you still have to go out every day and achieve your goals and your dreams unless you don't have any aspirations, and then that's a different story.
Right.
But, keep chasing was something that kept me grounded. I had to walk it just like I talked it. I had to.
Right.
I'm not one that's going to fake it or, you know what I'm saying? If I don't got it, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you, I ain't got it, bro. Look at my bank account. I got $16 in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it.
Yeah.
But when I do have it, you're going to know I worked my ass off for it.
Right.
Keep chasing it is a testament of that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Just to motivate, inspire, uplift, encourage. You know what I'm saying? Just the next up to continue to stay the course. Because at any moment, your whole drink can change.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when that came about, I was just saying it. My brother was like, yo, you should put that on the t-shirt. I'm like, man, I ain't got no logo. Created this logo, my brother Ty created this logo for me right there. He sent it right to me. I'm like, yo, I'm going to use that joint. Can you cut that out for me? He like, yeah. Put it on the t-shirt. I actually had dry fits, 2 dry fits, a black one, a white one, 2 t-shirts, a black one, a white one, and a gray hoodie.
Okay.
And a black hoodie. So I had, 2, 4, 6 items. And I would wear them every single day. Every day. For months.
Yeah.
People, bro, let me get that. Bro, let me get one of them. Bro, it's coming. Bro, it's coming. Let me get that. I ain't got a coin. I don't know how the hell it's coming.
But it's coming.
It's on the way, though. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's on the way.
It's on the way, yeah.
It's coming, bro. It's coming, bro. I got you. Let me enroll in grad school. I ain't doing nothing. Let me enroll in grad school. Summertime, I enrolled in grad school. You know what I did? Let me get this loan. Let me get this little refund check. Got like a $3,500 refund check. Break my son mom off. Break my daughter mom off. Make sure they straight. Putting everything into this business. Oh, let me pay my rent. Don't let me leave that
Yeah, you
out.
got to get the rent.
Let me pay my rent up like 2-3 months. At the time, Compass Point is only $650.
Okay.
$750. So that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I break everybody off, do what I got to do. I'm looking. I'm like, man, I got about $1,700 left. $1,600. Paid my rent up about 2 months. You know how much it's gonna cost me to get about 30 tees? Make that 15 tees. Let me get 15 tees. Let me get about 20 hoodies. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna hit the yard with this. You know what I'm saying? I pop out with a duffel bag, about 30 t-shirts, 15 white, 15 black. And then I just had black hoodies, 30 hoodies. And when I tell you it moved almost instantly. Now at this time, I met Keita. She's literally, like, our bond is a little different because, like, she slept on an air mattress next to me. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
With
right,
no
right.
furniture in the joint.
Right.
No groceries in the joint.
Wow.
She's sleeping on an air mattress. I ain't even got cable, internet, and nothing. My homeboy Chip, white boy Chip, he live upstairs. He play baseball. I'm tethering my joint
From
his internet because it's right above my room.
Right.
I got the internet from him. I got this thing on my phone to connect my phone to the TV. That's how we watching movies and stuff. She never judged me once. She never looked at me sideways once. Never once. She never batted an eye at the fact that I ain't have it. She just knew she seen something in me that knew, like, I believe in cuz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He gonna make it. He gonna make it.
He trying.
All right.
If anything, then I had my daughter at the time. So, you know, everybody got a sweet spot for kids.
Yeah, I did definitely.
And she had a kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
part of why I always say I got 4 kids. Because she already had a daughter.
Okay.
So, you know, I don't look at her as anything different.
Right.
So, her daughter and my daughter, like, tight.
Okay.
They're like glue when they met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, she laid next to me, man, when I created the logo. When I started putting it on stuff. Like, she's laying next to me. And it was crazy because she had a car. I ain't had no car. You know what I'm saying? She coming to pick me up. She coming to bring me food. She introduced me to her peoples. And you know what I'm saying? So it was just, you know, it was something that it all came full circle. Like, keep chasing. It just made sense for my life.
Right.
So it was more so like, it wasn't even just for the brand. It was my lifestyle.
Right.
My lifestyle is wrapped in and it's engulfed in from birth.
All right.
Like, small little tangent. I was a crack baby.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was born with drugs in my system, man. So I've been chasing since then.
Yeah. You was chasing before keep chasing.
Way before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I found my dad dead when I was 10.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I seen what drugs do to a home. I never wanted that for my kids.
Right.
That's the only reason why I left Philly. Because I already knew what the temptation was going to turn into. It's only so long you're gonna hold. You're gonna try to stay, especially once you've been in it.
Right, exactly.
And then try to get out of it and try to go back.
And
I said, nah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna just figure it out here.
Yeah, because if you go back, it's always gonna be 10 times worse.
10 temptations gonna be 10 times, might be 100 times worse.
Yeah.
All my homies is getting money. Everybody getting money. I'm sitting here struggling. I got the most talent out of everybody.
Right.
But they making it hand over fist without an issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of my homies really was. You know, later in life, you know, people start dying and going to jail. But early on, that wasn't even the thing. Like, we was just carefree.
Right.
But, you know, she was right there with me, man, and she just held me down.
That's
and,
what's up.
you know, continue to, even now.
Yeah.
7-8 years later.
Yeah.
You know, she's still rocking and rolling. She in that room now. You know what I mean, with that little one.
Right,
but,
right.
you know.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I give her a lot of credit. Because 2 kids, you're not with neither one of their moms. You in this apartment, you ain't got no furniture in this joint. All red flags is what I was throwing in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just was loyal and I was okay on the eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like, at least I could say, ain't nothing in here, but it's mine.
It's
though.
mine.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing in this joint. This bitch is me though.
Right.
My name on the lease. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's what's
so,
up, man.
you know, keep chasing, man. It's a testament in my life, man. Like, it just mean more to me than just something that's on a hoodie or
Right.
something that's on a t-shirt
Right.
or a tattoo. I done got guys, man, they tattooed it on their back, on their neck,
Right,
on
right.
their arms.
Right.
Guy got keep chasing across their chest. Like,
Right.
it became a movement
Right.
of motivation
Right.
for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then it just went crazy.
So we can just say that Keep Chasing got a story behind it.
It is the story.
It is a story, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Keep
Okay.
Chasing is me.
Right.
Like, I don't have, you know, some people, they don't want to be called. Somebody might see me like, yo, what up, Spit Your Game? People like, yeah, my name.
Yeah.
My name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't mind that
Right.
because I know exactly what that means to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. People see me all the time. Yo, what up? Keep chasing. I'm like, what up with you, baby?
Yeah. But they know.
But they know exactly. That means it works. If you can leave a mark to where, if God forbid I die today or tomorrow, people gonna remember that Keep Chasing. People gonna look at my son and be like, yo, your dad was a good dude,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
And he started something that I hope you carry it on.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for.
Right. That's it.
That's what I'm here
It's
for.
generational wealth almost.
Generational wealth, just to be able to pass something down to him. You see, you
Right,
text him
right,
like, yo,
right.
such and such got your joint on. No, that's not mine. It's ours.
Right.
Always remember, this is us.
Yeah.
I created this because you was born. Your sister was born, and I had nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a us thing. I didn't create this for me to say it's mine.
Right.
This is mine. No, this is mine. Me, I. I don't use those.
Right.
It's us, we, them, they. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So Keep Chasing mean the world to me, man. It mean the world to me, man. I went broke for it, got it. Went broke again, got it. Going through stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It mean everything to me, man. I take it to the grave.
That's real talk. Okay, so Keep Chasing, the movement, is doing big things. You had artists like Big Boogie, Finesse 2 Times, up and coming artist Tania Stout, excuse me. NLE Chopper. We talked about you had NBA player Desmond Bain from the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And you had Clarksdale's own Rick Ross rocking your
Rose,
clothing line.
man, Rose.
So how did that come about with Rick Ross wearing your gear? Because once I saw it, I was like, that's Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
thing.
I think me personally, and I don't know, but I think that was huge for you. You know what I mean? So could you just quickly elaborate on Rick Ross, man? How did that come about?
During the pandemic, Ross was doing this thing where he was showing love to black businesses because he knew the hit that the pandemic put on, the strain that the pandemic put on businesses and entrepreneurs and stuff like that. Because in order for entrepreneurs and stuff like that to be able to flourish, you have to be able to move around.
Right.
Just imagine one day you cool, the next day you can't even go outside.
Right, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're going to give you money. You just can't go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So, one of his peoples at the time, I don't know if they should still be cool. He was doing this thing every day where he was like, yo, send it in, woo, woo. So I reached out to one of his peoples, Skinny. Skinny was like, yo, I'm going to get it to Ross for you, for sure. Send me something. That shit hot, bro. Just send me something too.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool. Send it over to him. I sent Ross like so much stuff, bro. Like people would have told me like, yo, bro, I seen Ross in this drink. I seen Ross in that drink. I'm like, bro, I only got the picture of the green.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture? You know what I'm saying? So he was doing the drink. So I had missed the Instagram live, but people was hitting me up like, yo, he was specifically talking about Keep Chasing. Because he would have like a boatload of stuff. Every like couple days he's doing
coming
these
from
lives.
everywhere, yeah.
And it's coming from all over the country, all over the world. So he's like, yo, man, this right here is hard, man. Shout out to my peoples that Keep Chasing, but I never got the live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, man, ain't no way I missed that, man.
Yeah.
Now he might not even wear it.
Right.
Probably like 3-4 days later, I'm asleep. Now, everybody knows Ross get up like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and he get on Instagram.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody's in the crib.
Right.
Well, when you got a house like Ross, you might, that's like being outside. He got trainers, and
everybody,
movie theater, bowling, basketball court, Olympic size swimming pool. So it ain't pandemic to him, but he get fly every day. It's about 7 in the morning. Ding, 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 phone going crazy. So I'm like, man, I'll get to it when I get to it. Man, my homeboy called me Reggie that I was talking about earlier. He's like, yo, you ain't see Ross in your shit? I'm like, nah, what you talking about? No, he said, yo, you ain't seen? What you doing? Yo, you sleep? Yo, man, you need to get up and look at your Instagram. Get on my gram. He got it on his story. He showed a brand. He's sitting on the step. Looked like he took it like just so that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Took the picture. Boom. He put it on his story. He wearing it all throughout the day.
Okay.
T-shirt underneath that I sent him. I know because it got the logo at the bottom. And he matched it with this crazy pair of ones that go perfect with it.
Exact. Good. Yeah.
The hat that went perfect with the sweatsuit and the ones. And I'm like, dang. Man, I probably had 100 of that green. I probably had 100 hoodies, 100 sweatshirts, probably like 200 pair of sweatpants. It was gone.
Sold out.
It was gone like
Simple.
that.
That's a good green though. That's like a money green and shit.
That's like it's a Celtics green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was.
It was such a big thing for me because it was out of the blue for one. And I know so many people wish they had that opportunity for him to do that. Now, I done had homies that I know, it was like, yo, he had my hoodie on in the club and the picture is dark.
Right.
My joint like it was a photo shoot.
Like they had a light shining down on that
motherfucker. Like it was like a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And
that was tough though.
I'm just like, God always favoring. It's this quote, and it's out of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And one of my closest friends, like a sister to me, Logan, man, I love her to death. She always would say that, like, we met at work. I was working at Verizon. And she would always say, you got a lot with you, man. Your gift will make room for you. She would always tell me that. This is when I'm dead broke.
Yeah.
You got a lot, because I'm leaving from work, going to the gym, working out, coming back. I'm pulling up to work with my suitcase full of merchandise. I got it open. I ain't even supposed to do that. I got it open at Verizon. I'm a salesman. I got it open at Verizon. As people coming in, I'm the top salesman in there. I got my clothes over here cranking. I got the gym going on. I got basketball going on. So she like, yo, you gifted. Then you got a way with words. Like, people are drawn to you when you talk. Like, it feel like when you talk, you doing like this toward you. You're just coming toward you. She's like, yo, like, you're very gifted. I haven't met a person that's gifted. From talking to your business mind to, now mind you, all this I'm doing is on the fly. I don't have all my people's in the streets. So I'm doing something that's out of the ordinary. And she always would tell me, man, like, your gift will make room for you. And that's just what I just felt like the favor God had on my life. You know what I'm saying? That he still has.
And it stuck with you.
And it's like that, God, your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. That was one of those times where I was put in the presence of a great man. You know what I'm saying? 11 million people seen this.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 11 million people seen him constantly post. He showed this drink, taking a picture like that. Took another picture in the studio. Took a picture with the pants. I got a bunch of different angles of it. I just used the one.
Right.
On the step because it showcases everything.
Everything, yeah. Shoes, hat,
watch, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those moments where it was like, you know how you had those, I've arrived.
Yeah.
That was how I felt. Like, oh man, you're here now, bro.
Yeah, is it?
And then Boog, like me and Boog, like brothers, man.
Okay.
He just came and was just like, let me get one of everything.
Yeah.
In LE, the night before I even opened my spot, he was just like, bruh, I didn't see, he's way younger than me.
Yeah.
So I never really got into who he was. You know, he had a couple songs and stuff like that that was catchy, that was hot, you know what I mean? Oh, young boy, art. But he was wild. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only picture you got, especially I'm from a different life than he is.
Right.
So I see him doing his thing, and he just so happened to be from Memphis. He's in the mall. He's across from me the night before I opened, December 18th, 2020. So I'm looking, I'm like, I hear all this commotion. I open my gate, I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, yo, it's this guy over there, chopstick, chopping down. What's his name? Chopper. His name is Chopper. Okay. I'm like, it's a million people right there trying to get pictures. He's a rock star.
Yeah.
Rock star. A million people trying to get pictures of him. I go weave through everybody. Listen, kid, I got a store I'm about to open over here. It's called Keep Chasing. I open tomorrow, man. I just want you to come put your eyes on it. He go put his eyes on it. I'm like, bro, whenever you get a chance, just come over. Come over. After all the commotion, after the pictures and stuff, open the gate, close it. It's him and his two homeboys in there. He's like, bro, this shit's so hard, bro. I need one of everything. He meant that. First sale was like, my first sale was like 3,500. He ain't blink, he ain't flinch, he ain't think twice.
Yeah.
It was, how much is it, big bro?
That's a hell of a first sale.
Right? Went on about his day. I bagged him up, took some pics with him, and then he was a repeat customer. Every time he come through the mall, big bro, what you got for me? You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was smooth, man. That was dope.
Okay. I got a few more, then we're gonna shut it down. So real quick, artist. Well, your name as the artist is Big Chaser.
Right.
All right. You have 2 albums out. Heart of the Trenches and Heart of the Trenches 2. On your first album, you got the song with Big Boogie called Let's Talk About It. Real quick, how did you get Big Boogie on that track?
Just our relationship from the close.
Okay.
It was a genuine meeting. The first time he came to my store, he didn't even shop. He just was listening to the music.
Yeah.
He's an animated dude, serious dude, but he's animated.
Right,
like, he like having fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he come through, he just bobbing his head and, you know what I mean, looking through like, bro, this shit hard. But I think he had a show. So he was going. He went and did his thing. The next time he came through, he cashed out. Got something for him and like 20 people. He spent about $3,500 $3,200. You know You know what I'm saying? And he gave me $3,500, and I'm trying to give him the 3 crispy blues back. Like, nah, bro, that's you.
Okay.
$300 tip.
Okay then.
I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
You sure, bro? Bro, there's plenty more where that come from. Bet. You my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it went from that to, you know, we became tight. He would call, check on me. I'd call, check on him. Not about music.
Right.
Not about the business. We genuinely built a friendship. You know what I'm saying? That turned into a brotherhood rather fast. Then he started inviting me to the studio with him.
Okay.
Started asking me to come through to whenever he would come to the, whenever he would get an Airbnb, he would tell me to pull up. I don't do like, I don't smoke and stuff like that. Right. But I come to the studio until I couldn't take it. Then I'm like, yo, I'm out, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we became real tight. And then one day he was walking through the mall and I had stopped him like, bro, I need a feature from you, bro. Like, bet, let's do it. I'm like, how much? I know his price was like 10 grand at the time. So we get to the studio. I book a session. He come late. He getting his hair cut. He had a show. He always got shows. That's a working dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I ain't got 10, bro. He do the verse and everything. So I go in my pocket. I'm like, bro, I ain't got 10, bro. I got about 7, bro. Like, bro, you good? I'm like, huh? Like, nah, bro, you good, bro. You family. And I'm gonna clear that joint. Word.
Yeah, it's tough.
Cleared the joint, did the record. No problem. He's like, yo, you good? All right, bet. I'm out. I'm like, bro, I can't not pay you, bro. You got a kid.
Yeah.
I don't let nobody do nothing for free.
Right.
Give him 2 bands. I'm like, bro, I don't care if you give it to him. He was with his cousin. Like, I don't care if you give it to him. I can't let you do something for me for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to be like you signed to a label and they're like, yo, did you clear that? Yeah, he paid me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just for the business aspect, because I'm always thinking business first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a dope gesture, man.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he popping too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he the guy.
Yeah, he's getting it.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like a big feature. And I try not to do features.
Right, gotcha.
Because I'm trying to get people to hear me.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
I think I told you that before.
Yeah. Okay, okay, real quick, I got a few wrap it up questions and we gonna call it fair, man. Things that come to mind when you hear these names or places. Robert Powell or Poland. Is it Powell or Poland?
Powell.
Powell
is my guy, man. He's my high school coach. Powell is one of the people that took a chance on me when I was a hothead, 10th grader. He was the assistant coach, and we couldn't stand our coach as 10th grade. He didn't know what he was doing. And Powell took over, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna give you the keys. And he just let me play my game. He allowed me to just do my thing. And he really was the starting point of the guy that you see today.
Okay.
And I give him his flowers every time I talk to him too.
Okay. So I remember you taking a picture with Jadakiss. So Jadakiss.
Kiss is top 5 dead or alive, man. From lyrics to cadence to his voice. To just his impact on the culture.
Right.
Him standing up for what he believed in terms of music wise. And just in that small stint that I was with him for those couple hours, just being able to pick his brain and him not looking at me like, come on, cuz I'm trying to enjoy the show. Because we was at a J. Cole show. And just being able to just stand there and just talk to him freely. Ain't no security, because we in the famous people area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened to know J. Cole's director of music. And he put me like, yo, I want you here. This is where I want you at. Me and my peoples was in that drink. And just being able to pick his brain, man, it was one of those. And he gave me a drop without me asking him.
Okay.
I'm like, Kiss, what we doing? He keep chasing. I'm like, dang. I ain't even asked him to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just looked at me and was like, I'm like, bro, I need a feature. He's like, bro, you rap? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, where you from, man? You know, people don't really just approach you on that. I'm like, I'm from Philly. He like, oh, you from the land of the spitters. No wonder. He's like, I know you can rap. Don't probably just walk up to me and ask me for no verse.
Right.
So now we even talk
Okay.
via DM all the time.
Okay. Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like he hit me yesterday. Like, what's up, man? You good? Just checking in on you. Yeah,
Okay.
like
cool.
that.
Okay. West Philly.
Home. It's the first thing that come to. That's safe, man. Dirk got a song where he said, "I know it might sound dumb in the strangers, but in the trenches, I feel the safest." That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know what happened to Nip, and I know what happened to Vaughn, and I know what happened to countless others, Big, Pop. In my hood, it's like a blanket of security for me, solely because of not even the work that I put in and nothing like that. I never come off as this crazy tough guy or nothing.
Right.
But just because of, you know, the love that I've shown people throughout. And Nip has shown people.
Right, yeah, definitely.
But I don't have any enemies. I can go home and really just walk around with my jewelry on and all that. And I don't think that I would have to really worry about who's on.
Yeah.
Plus all of the old heads there, they love me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus my brother, he's like a legend where I'm from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So West Philly is home forever.
Okay. Top 5 NBA players in the league right now. Your top 5.
My top 5, I'm going Embiid, Giannis, Tatum, Kyrie, crazy. It's that Embiid, Giannis, Tatum, Kyrie, and you know what's crazy? Typically, people think I would say Durant, but I really, really still like, and people automatically think I would say LeBron. I'm a Bron guy, but we gotta understand declines happen. In
Right, it happened. Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I really like Luka, man.
Luka Magic.
I like Luka, man. I just think that he gets a little in his own way at times, but it's all a learning thing.
Oh yeah, he's still young.
And I think that he has the ability to have the NBA in the palm of his hand in the future.
Yeah.
If he do it right.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like, honorable mention, I like Ant Edwards.
Yeah.
And he's a killer. I like Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I'm saying? So we can do this all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We do this all day.
Yeah, we do.
So,
we do.
yeah, but,
okay. So you got Embiid, Tatum,
Giannis.
Kyrie, Giannis, and Luka.
Yeah,
all right.
that's my guys right there, man.
Okay.
I just like watching those dudes.
Right.
Of course, you can say Curry. We're not going to mention the automatics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Folks
saying?
that you want. Yeah.
Everybody's going to mention Curry.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to mention
Durant or LeBron.
Durant, Bron.
Yeah.
We know who these guys are.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Them the guys that's getting it
they
in.
the guys that I don't mind watching them dudes play, win, lose, or draw.
Gotcha.
Unless Embiid don't play.
We ain't gonna bring that up.
I still don't.
Okay, top 5 artists, hip hop artists of all time. Your top 5 hip hop artists of all time.
My top 5, I gotta go Hove. I think Hove is like everybody's favorite. Should be. But I know it's geographical. But Jay, Kiss, Big. Jay, Kiss, Big. This may be one of those people that everybody's gonna be like, we knew that. Meek.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he talks for the people on certain levels where some people may evolve from, and that's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I like Meek. Was that 4?
Yes, 4.
Jay, Kiss, Meek. Who else did I say? Big. Jay, Kiss, Meek. Dang. It's a couple people, man. Narrowing down to 5 is crazy. But I'm gonna go my guys from back home, man. The Aviators. It's 2 of them now. So I guess they count as one.
Yeah, that's cool. That counts as one.
G5 and Aviator Shizzy, man. They my guys, man. I think G is one of the best rappers on this side of the solar system.
Okay.
He can just rap. Like some people can write all day. I didn't see dude write a rap since we was like 16.
Wow.
And he didn't even know how to write bars. He just was writing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could just rap. And Shiz is like a maestro, man. Shiz is like one of those dudes, and I always call him that. He can rap, sing, he can dance, he funny, he can produce, he engineers. Like Shiz did my whole first project, Art of the Trenches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like and he was helping me like with cadences, and I got a couple songs where I'm doing the trap soul thing. Like he's like a bro, sing it like this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I had some executive credits and producer credits, it'd be Shiz because he was right there. Like every day, like, bro, sing it like this. I'm like, bro, I got this song, bro. I just don't know how to sing. Bro, sing it like this, and when you get to this point, go a little higher, and then get to this point, get a little lower. So when I throw the auto tune on there, it's gonna be Shiz is like that.
Okay. If you could get one feature from an artist, who would it be? Even though you say you don't like features, but if you could just get one, who would it be?
Is it just a feature, or is it to take me out of here?
No, I'm just saying, it's just like if you got a feature that you think that's going
like blow me up.
Yeah.
Oh, Drake. Oh, Drake hands down. Drake get on something you out
It's over.
Me and my brother were just talking about that the other day. Like, bro, if you had $1 million, what you doing with your $1 million? I'm like, man, I don't know. He said, yo, I got something for you. Just imagine you pay $500,000, you get a Drake feature. I said, dang. I never thought about it until he said that. This is like last week. That's crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, Drake gonna take you out of here, man.
Okay.
It don't matter what the song about.
Real talk.
I seen a dude recently, he just put up a song called Featuring Drake. People really thought it was Drake on the song.
But it was...
The song is actually called Featuring Drake.
And I bet you got like 1 million views.
He got 2 million views on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just imagine if Drake is actually
on it.
Look at what Drake has done for artists.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
Migos. You know what I'm saying? All of these countless artists that he's helped level up like that. It's
Drake's goal. You automatically gonna go.
Yeah, without an issue. But yeah, Drake for sure.
Okay, so last question, man. Would you change anything about your journey? Would you change anything about the trial and tribulation that you went through?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't change any bit of it. That's my daughter too, off camera. But I wouldn't change any of it. I think every step of it was needed. I think everything that I've been through, everything that I've seen, everything that I encountered, I had to go through everything. And like Nip said, I've been through every emotion. You know what I'm saying? I've cried, I've yelled, I've screamed, I've been frustrated, I've been to the gun range.
Right.
I've been through every single emotion on this ride, man. So I wouldn't change it for the world. It made me who I am today. It made me the father I am, the man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It made me the provider that I am. It made me the hustler that I am. It's done everything aligned exactly how it was supposed to. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I would go back and I would change when I was in high school because it would. But if I changed the high school thing and I stayed where I was at, do I meet my coach from JUCO?
Exactly, that's what you were saying earlier.
And the coach from JUCO, he teaches me patience fishing.
Right.
That's like small part. Yeah. Which is a huge part.
In life.
He teaches me about patience. Now my patience is way higher. I got a 2-year-old who's just running around here. Just imagine I had no patience. I'm snapping out off camera because,
all right,
you know what I'm saying? Something small. But he teaches me patience. Does none of that stuff aligns. If I'm not born with drugs in my system, I have no story. Just survive. I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't find my dad dead. I meet my dad when I'm 8, 9 years old. He dies a year later. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a story to tell. That's why my music is like the heart of the trenches because, and if you look at my first cover, it's like I was pulsating.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you really make this thing go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my story and my journey is unique and it's something that people need to hear.
Okay.
Because I speak for the people that don't have a voice. Okay. And I'm very forward. Right. Very blunt. Right. So people be like, it may come off as an asshole. But then you appreciate it because like, yo, he could have lied. You know what I'm saying? Or he could have led me in the wrong direction.
Right.
So I look at it like, man, my journey and my story is needed. And I had a guy tell me before, my brother Ty actually, he's like, everything you're going through is not for you. You're going through stuff to help people that's looking at you. Because if they see that you do it and you get through it, oh, I could do that too. Boom, did it.
That's big. That's big.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, you're going to go through a lot. Because look at everybody that came before you. Everybody that you're alike. Moses been through XYZ, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? The Prophet Muhammad been through. Everybody's been through all it. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Had to go through something to spark a difference. To now, people like, yo, if he can do it. Look what Barack Obama showed us something that we never thought we'd ever see. Your parents, my parents, our grandparents, their parents.
Right.
They never thought it was possible to be in that White House, man.
No, never.
It wasn't even, and you from the South.
Yeah, right.
So I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
I'm from up there close by DC, and that wasn't even the thought. I can only imagine in the South, like, y'all, like, man.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So just being a beacon of hope and motivation, like, that's all I want to do.
That's cool.
That's why on everything, I always speak life into things outside of joking. We
Right.
gonna laugh.
Yeah.
But I'm ultimately just trying to motivate everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I call myself the heart of the trenches. And I didn't even call myself that. Somebody else called me that. Yo, you like the heart of this shit, bro. I'm like, damn, that's cold. I just kept it.
Yeah. And just,
for years. And I'm like, yo, that's what my project's gonna be. The heart of the trenches. Heart of the Trenches 3 coming out too. So I'm working on it. So it's done, but you know.
Okay. But yeah, Big Chaser, man, I sure appreciate you. Real quick, man, where they can reach you at? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, what you got?
You can reach me on Facebook, Big Chaser, Fauntleroy, one word, Big Chaser. I'll pop right up. My last name is something that you ain't seen, so you gonna know it's me.
Right.
Big Chaser on Instagram, Big Chaser 1 actually. Big Chaser 1 on Twitter, Big Chaser on YouTube, just Big Chaser. I got to it before somebody else did.
Right.
Yeah, and you can find me on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. I got my own station, Big Chaser, man. Just type me up. You gonna see my picture pop up, little ugly dude. You know what I mean? Y'all can just check me out, man. And you can listen to my music, and it all paints a picture that you can close your eyes and you can visualize with your eyes closed everything that I'm talking about. And I appreciate you for having me on too, bro.
Fam, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Big Chaser, man. We trying to get it together. We finally got it. Man, it's all love. You fam now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In real life too.
In real life. Yeah, so it's all good, man. Kudos to everything you got going. Man, stay up, stay blessed, man. And we out, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Game over.
I'm just spinning through, showing love to who I show love to. What up with y'all?
It's crazy when I think I ain't think I would have it. Sliding down Riverdale, happy I ain't see a cell. Most niggas claim they the realest, but be the first to tell. I just left Big Boogie in the studio. He be dropping hit after hit. I'm really proud of bro. My mama, Lil Glow just dropped the banger for the streets. She even got married chicks saying how they fuck nigga free. Now she got all the niggas trying to remix it. None of that shit better than hers, don't get it twisted. Keep it real though. It's 1 in the morning, slide past love. Curtis Gibbons always show love, it's all love. Shout out to Curtis, for real. It's a difference when you stand on business, and they know you with it, so they know you ain't tripping. Rich jeans and keep chasing, got the city on lock. Shout out to Trey, that's facts, if they like it or not. They be trying to